The past cannot be cured. It has been a long journey exploring this mountain, spanning many episodes and many battles. But at long last, most of the missing expedition members have been recovered. And now our heroes stand before a living relic of the past with many questions concerning forgotten events, the responsibilities thrust upon them, and the threats that still lie in the northern districts of the city. What further information will Jeff, reveal to them? What will they do with the Black Harts? These questions and more are asked and answered this time on The Spellcast.
Almost 500,000 years.
No.
What?
There are 5 digits. 5, not 6. 32,000.
So, like, a very long time.
Ront actually comes over. Ront is like...
I told you, I'm not a smart man!
Jeff. Ront goes over decimal points. Jeff, how long until Ganymedes?
No, Ront makes Harry go over and do
I
it with him.
can't right now.
Calculating the generative magical properties of Ganymedes' prison. He pauses. 6 months, 4 days, 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 9 seconds.
8.
So,
Well, shit.
7. So I have a question. Wouldn't the thing to do, because our mission's completed now, right? Because we found all the people we were supposed to go find.
Mission briefing. Sentinels of the Prime are designed to, first, protect from non-god greater power entities, Titans, in Days of Thunder.
Wait, this is the stuff that you got.
God damn it.
Jeff, I wasn't talking to you. Okay. We found everyone who was supposed to find. We completed our mission that the town wanted us to complete, right?
Was there anyone else?
Pretty much there were people that were dead, though.
Well,
Right.
Or not Days of Thunder. It would be in Days Before Life on planet.
And
like Days of
basically-
Thunder, honestly.
Okay, but so... we came here to recover things and also, potentially, to figure out why the fuck there's a mountain!
Well, we found out why there's a mountain, and we can't let anyone back at Baldur's Gate know what's in here.
Wait, about Ganymedes? We can't tell people.
Ganymedes or the big dwarven order or anything.
Now,
But do we really have...
Why can't
like,
we tell anyone? I don't understand.
Because
it causes chaos. This guy is gonna come out and fucking.
Okay, so there are 2 things, right? There's the Lich,
That's also fair.
which is a
That's
big bad, and that's a big bad deal.
Because
And
I'm
we don't want
order,
anyone
right?
to, we don't want anyone to know. There's also
Wait, but why don't we know? Shouldn't we go back to warn them and tell them this is what's up so that they can?
and then they find
No.
this giant weapon.
I do have direct
there-
orders.
basically
to, like, tell
the mountain
what's going
also
on.
happens
so,
to be
Guys,
And
She's supposed to say what's going on.
I have direct orders that I am supposed to say what is going on.
Conall pulls out his bow.
Listen.
well,
First of all, I was kidnapped, and he had the fucking key the whole time.
and Ront, our guild has a mythologue, don't they?
yeah, but we don't know what we're doing with it.
no, but we should know
What
what,
I'm
we're
saying-
doing by this point, do we not?
I'm just saying that it's dangerous to have both the weapon and the key to the weapon in...
Right. But just to get the people who are not on the same page just quite yet, this place is a nuclear bomb. We don't want anyone to know. Like that's.
Oh, we don't want to know, right?
Right.
But we should tell them about the Lich.
No.
I agree.
It's gonna quickly get out of our hands at that point. It's either we tell them and we accept the risk of people finding out that there's basically a giant cannon that will give them power over everything, or deal with it ourselves.
Is there anyone that we can talk to in the thing whom we can trust to not like do anything with the thing, but with the Lich?
The most trusting person you can think of
Are you about to say Sylvanas?
in your guild
It's-
is probably Sylvanas and or Rita Gale.
Oh, god damn it.
And Jeff looks at Conall. Yes.
Do you have like an estimate for when the Lich might break out? Of
Yeah, I
He
just
just
gave
said
it.
it. He said
6 months-ish.
Oh, that was
6 months, 4
we have
hours.
plenty- I
2
mean, I
minutes,
feel like
9
we got
seconds.
plenty of time for that. Then, like, we don't
No,
have to.
we don't have enough time. Are you kidding me?
It's enough time to maybe come up with a plan.
Um,
as long as
Yeah,
somebody...
it's not like he's gonna break out tomorrow or a week from now. Like we got 6 months.
just a minor point. I mean, I know there are a lot of pressing questions here, but so basically, what you're saying is that at 32-something thousand years in the past, they tried to...
32,492.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
You are very welcome.
So they tried to fire it at the Ice Moon, which
Ice Moon, caused to fall by Elder Dragon Titan.
Okay.
At behest of Batraki's progenitor race.
Right. Okay, so that, right. So they tried to fire that. Presumably that happened because the prime material plane is still here, right? But also it blew up so hard that the mountain traveled through time?
Yes.
That's why...
To a predetermined point of also magical disruptive causality.
Wait.
The spell plague.
Wait,
The spell plague? I'm sorry, what is the spell plague?
It's something that happened recently in our world.
Recently? But this happened like 3...
The event happened 32,492 years ago, yes.
Thank you.
But
I don't know exactly how long
the
that
spell plague happened about 100 years ago.
So that's...
So then, literally, they jumped through time from 30,000 years ago to now.
Oh.
Like to about 100 years ago.
So it got
Because-
blasted into magic time space, and then the spell plague is a speed bump, and then the mountain fell out of its space time weird trajectory and tumbled to a stop here. Now,
So
Yes.
do I have that right?
That is a layman's terms description of the amount of complicated calculus determined when calculating space-time continuum speed bumps.
right.
I
So,
am like
Azazel.
completely out of fucking sorts right now. What?
Azazel, Roland, is this an appropriate time to kick this upstairs?
Yes, this is absolutely an appropriate time to kick this upstairs because this is even before fucking my guardian told me, hey, let's get you on the team.
This sounds like
So-
something that is a threat to the prime material plane itself.
No, this should be even kicked up in higher standards. I think this should be kicked up with the pain.
In all fairness,
I forget what
Roland
it is.
looks at you like,
Goddess
you
pain.
want to take this upstairs.
Oh yeah,
All the way.
all
To
the
the
way
chief
upstairs.
inspector.
Wait.
Make him come all the way down here.
Yes, I do. Alright. Hello, Nicholas. How's the hand? It's still in a sip.
Yes, I do.
I have no idea what you guys just quoted.
Zappos.
Well, I guess
How's
we're
Janine?
going to be making a trip to Sigil at some point soon when we get out of this mountain.
Is there a God Save the Queen somewhere?
God save the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, essentially.
just doesn't have Japanese peace living.
Jeff, do you
Water,
live
yeah,
here?
water it.
Do you have ways of commuting yourself through slightly more delicate human spaces, or human being a catch-all term here?
Guardian Construct, nicknamed Jeff,
Yes.
was created by first Sentinel of the Prime. Well, not first Sentinel of the Prime. It was created by...
Third Sentinel of the Prime now.
well, second. Well, we're going to say second Sentinel of the Prime.
Okay.
To guard city and Dwarven Mortar, and also serve as referee, as cover.
Okay,
for the
so
arena.
you live here.
He had
Yes.
a cover story.
Jeff,
Yes.
Wait. So you run these games.
That's
Keep
my
myself
sister.
occupied.
You run this blood sport, and that's been a good gig for you. That's been a good like you've been having fun.
It used to be less bloody.
It was less bloody.
Yes.
There was a ballista.
I fired.
We had Mythalar provided many safety features.
Nah, fuck that say shit. We go hard.
I have a question.
That's fascinating.
Jeff, I have a question.
You can have blood sport without blood. How does it even?
Arena was also used as training grounds for second generation of Sentinels.
Ha.
Why does Ganymedes want you out of the way?
A peril hall.
Because he could
Ganymedes,
probably block his path.
Ganymedes wishes for his freedom, probably to contact his masters, which at this point he cannot due to magical aura imprisoning him.
Do you have anything to do with that?
Stone is also a major power that can now free him.
So that's why he wants
An
you.
artifact of that level of power, as the weapons of the Sentinels are, can free him from the tomb in which he is encased.
Jeff,
Yes, holder of the Stone of Wisdom.
how do I ask him in real terms how much hit points does he have?
I'm actually gonna give it to you since he's an ally now, and you kind of need to know.
I figured, but at the same time, I didn't figure.
Yeah, right? What does it take to kill you?
So, let me point out,
Wait,
he is a CR, I think, 10 creature?
that's high, but that's not super
That's
high.
all the Genki Dama.
Yeah, CR10. Calculating current status of durability. If on a scale, I would say 178.
Is that with the
That's
damage that
pretty
you took from the
high,
previous
though.
battle?
Now currently sitting at 168.
Hey, Jeff, do you mind if I get my ride my spider up you and just mend your neck? Is that all right? Is that all right, Conall?
You tell me. Wait, can you make it to something else? Wait, can
No.
you alter it?
No.
Can you make him a spider?
No.
So there's a little cutscene of Conall asking Ront questions as he's up there fixing, quote unquote, fixing Jeff, and during phases of him going up, asking a question, fixing, asking a question, coming down, asking a question, getting off the spider, asking a question.
Meanwhile, can we
Yes.
work out the logistics of getting the Black Harts back to our encampment?
Yes, good point.
Wait.
Logistics.
Can we also take a rest? Because I have 2 lucky spent that I kind of want back.
Well, we will at some point soon.
I mean, he's an ally now. I'm pretty sure he can crush the opponents, whatever fucking opponents that we have.
Yes.
Sorry.
Do you
I keep on
have
saying
access
opponents,
to?
and I'm
do
like,
you-
why?
Do you have scannings of these dudes, the ones on the ground? Do you have scannings of them while we were fighting them? While we were in the game? Do you have any information regarding these dudes?
Opponents, once part of Red Team. I should.
Because there was some weird eye magic bullshit, and I wanted to know if you do
There
anything.
was also a
about
dude that apparently we knew.
Oh yeah, we know one of them, but we expected to see them at some point. But it's just happened to
Yeah,
be
but he's a dick, though.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Magic-
It's his brother,
Hey,
though.
I mean, you're not wrong, but hey.
Magic armor.
Hey, I don't care.
Magic abilities, glowing eyes, seems arcane in nature, scanning origin, more chaotic in nature, possible origination, abyss,
Oh, fantastic.
possibly a gift from demon.
So not getting these.
But they're definitely
Okay, he can't get out of his fucking bubble. How would it be from Ganymedes?
Well, he did turn.
He was able to affect people.
bees.
Yeah, but okay,
His
but
eyes
there's
black.
cause and effects and a whole ripple effect. So I don't think it's
No, wait, sorry,
technically
it's
from. It
homicide.
might be from
Oh, yeah.
Ganymedes' master. Maybe. I'm not a smart person, but I can figure this shit out.
Jeff,
I trust you.
Yes.
why are
Cat
the
person. Yes, kitten. I don't know. I mean, look.
Yes, Daddy,
Why is it always me? Why am I doing such
Yes,
things today?
Daddy.
I'm saying all the wrong things.
You just happen to be running a show about, teenagers'
Daddy,
attitude. I
what?
don't know what you expected in 2018.
Jeff,
Yes.
why were the Black Harts here? Why were they fighting us?
I don't know if you know.
For the
If
stone.
you know.
Unknown.
Okay.
However, Jeff did hear Maul-wielding, red-eyed Blackheart
Dragon.
say, "We are here for the stone. Get the stone." So
Oh, yeah.
possibly,
That is-
yes,
that
they
is-
were
that is
here
true.
for the artifact.
That's why I thought they might have been working together.
The stone in the back of
They
your
were
neck.
also going for the stone.
Maybe not
The
four
stone
enemies, so much as
and
just,
or
Oh, the stone, the glowing stone.
yes,
Ah, there are 2 stones. So.
stone that is now
See,
held
that's
by
If they're big
new commander.
No,
third
fuck him. He's
generation
not a commander. I am. No.
I think they wanted to get stuff.
Maybe free again. Maybe it's just the
That's a bad pun for you.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
bad fucking pun.
That's a terrible pun for you.
I think we would need to confirm what the heck's going on first.
There was a whole secret conversation
wait,
having
Jeff,
going on right now.
So they also were
Are
after
we
the
bringing
stone.
Jeff back with us?
no,
Yeah.
Jeff lives here. Jeff
Yes.
needs to protect the thing. Jeff needs to protect the thing in case somebody else comes in here and tries to do the thing, right?
Yeah,
Yes, Jeff?
but the
That's-
thing is that we all know that Ganymedes is bad.
Primary objective: protect city and super weapon.
I
Right,
still
yeah,
wanna
Jeff
release
needs to
him.
live here.
No, I
Jeff needs
feel
to live here.
literally.
So Jeff, I saw you teleport earlier, right?
Limited teleportation to points of distress within city.
Within city. Okay, but at the very least you can get us to the city limits.
How about back to the center of the city where we're currently holed up? Can we go there to the
To the weapon.
Yeah.
Attempting teleport. First, you see him teleport as far to the edge of the residential district, and then he teleports back.
Yay.
Ever since the missing Mythalar, my teleportation powers have been limited to this area and the surrounding arena where I have been stationed. My magical attunement of my aura seems to be fixated around this point in order to conserve magical power required to operate.
Understood.
Jeff, can you pay me like one of your French girls?
Before that, can you help us bring them back?
What's French?
Can you carry
I
them?
have one more question.
Yes, I can carry
You
you.
have
I'm sorry, I
paper.
keep asking so many questions.
It is fine.
But-
I am here to answer.
Okay,
I am plot device.
so
Plot de Vice.
so whoever holds your stone is your new master.
Whoever is chosen to be attuned to the Stone of Hope can give code word Jeff commands.
So other people who are attuned to you can give you orders to launch the missiles.
If
Well-
my
Or launch the cannon.
So one, the cannon is not powered currently.
True.
Well, cannon is powered by chemical reactions with the powder loaded into the
He
bottom
said that
of
it
the
can't
muzzle.
be fired safely.
However, yes, the magic circle keeping the force
Oh, you're right.
within a channeled area is not powered.
So you can be used for evil, Jeff.
If the holder of the Stone of Hope chooses to use their powers for evil,
How? Yeah. Yeah.
or
This concerns me.
Well, how many?
Sit there and stop.
How many Stone of Hope is there? I would assume one, but I could be wrong.
there is only one Stone of Hope.
And where is it right now?
It is in my new commander's hand.
Where is that?
That is, he points with his hand at Roland.
Yeah, this
Roland
guy.
waves.
This schmuck. Roland.
Hey, look, I didn't know.
Did you fuck my sister?
And zone of truth fades.
Well then. I am highly concerned about this as a soldier of Neverwinter. I am
Okay.
very concerned.
So Roland,
Yes.
just to assuage some concerns that have been brought to light, can we assume that you're going to do the smart thing and not come back here or give the stone that you hold away to someone else that would, do the thing?
So, Ront,
Yeah.
we're friends, we're buddies. I'm going to point out
Yes.
3 things.
Yes.
1, paladin.
Mm-hmm.
2, took an oath as a sentinel of the prime, so would like to not do the thing that you just said.
Yeah.
And 3, fuck no.
But what if you die?
If I die,
What if you die though?
if
Listen,
so
I don't like you, but
so
this is a serious question. If you die, can that thing fuck us all?
look, a lot of things have.
I mean, I'm sure
been
Jeff could
come
fuck
to
us all
light.
if he wanted
It's
to.
true. This is very true.
I'm gonna have to fill you in. I'm gonna have to fill you in on a lot of things that you and Audrea. He looks over at Audrea. I'm gonna have to fill you two in on a lot of things because right now you know a whole hell of a lot and you are too nice. And I think that it's better to have you on our side than it is against us or just out in the world, free agents with this knowledge. 1, if I die, for whatever reason, priority numero uno is to make sure this is taken back to Sigil and or put in the hands of someone who you trust that it can attune to.
What am I, chopped liver?
You
already have a
Azazel already have
I
an
know, but
artifact.
I could transfer it back to fucking Sigil.
I'm addressing you all as a team.
So to all of us that aren't already on like the Sentinel happy train, if we needed to get to Sigil and for some reason we're separated from you, who is the only one among us who knows how to get to Sigil, how would we do that?
He reaches into his belt
Okay.
and he pulls out a little cube. It has like 6 sides on it, and one of them is like a ring, like a Taurus ring.
Okay.
If you press this button, in an emergency, you can go back to Sigil.
Okay.
Now, I would do this now, however, 1, we'd leave all of this in the Wantee's hands to be able to get to. Now, I have a feeling that Sonny Novello could hold down the fort pretty well, but eventually they'll get in. And when they get in, they won't know all of what we know, and they might try firing the huge-ass cannon if they can figure out how to open the mountain.
So assuming that we have things to do in other
Wait,
places,
so how do we
Yeah,
actually
that's a
fire
lot.
that cannon then?
Let's...
Can we ask?
I don't know. He says, Jeff? Cannon firing location in palace.
Oh shit!
Ha!
Dead
Ha,
ass.
I'm asking the questions that fucking matter, guys.
Well, like,
Didn't I ask that earlier?
so they
No.
so they can fire the thing, but until they power the shield, they'll blow up too.
And they also don't know that it could fire the thing. So for all you know, they could be looking for a light switch and boom.
Kaboom.
Well,
But so
I'm glad that they were in the palace and found nothing then.
yeah, neat. Also, we were in the palace and found nothing, and also did not blow us up. So
Right.
high five. Roland. Assuming that we have other things to do, like find a Mythalar and get it back here and do the thing, or figure out what the fuck to do with the Mythalar once we actually have it. And, also, just take some of these people back and maybe go home and have, like, food and take a shower. Because what the fuck has been happening?
So,
Assuming that we have all
I'm
of
sorry to interrupt,
Yeah.
but Black Harts.
Yeah, that.
They, assuming that whatever is wrong with them, even if that fades, how much of this do they know? How much of this are they going to tell?
They seem super unconscious right now.
So we would, honestly, I think our play with them is to get them back to our people and have interrogations happen.
Or you could just kill him.
No, we're
Send
not
them
doing
up to
that.
Sigil. We'll handle.
It's a way to silence them. I'm just saying.
Well, okay, so
I'm not silencing my brother.
are we stepping on any toes by taking the Black Harts back to our
I was just shooting at random people.
associates for interrogation, or would the Sentinels of the would they want to take them?
Fuck you.
Can I
I
be
don't know,
honest?
like it's this cloak and dagger shit that we're just finding out about now.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
I seriously don't like these guys. At this point, as far as I'm aware, no one in the city knows anything about, one, any of this, two, us, three, Sigil, except for maybe a wizard or two that's been there, but they certainly don't know about Sentinels of the Prime,
Okay.
or our organization. They're not
Okay.
supposed to.
Okay.
So you can take them wherever you want to. They're not. I think.
You're not worried
But
about
Roland,
Not
hold
worried-
on
I
a
mean, I'm
second.
worried
Hold
that
on
they
a
have
second.
that they have space like super wanty stuff going on. So yeah, that's concerning. However, I think we can kill two birds with one stone if you interrogate them, because they're still going to be looking for them, right?
Yeah.
The people in the city
Yeah.
are still going to be looking for them.
Yeah.
So you should take these people.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will handle any wanty interrogations, I think, at
Yeah,
this
I'm
point.
not interested in taking any of them back because the last time we had one in custody, she died!
No.
Right.
Listen, man. Listen. Okay, as much
It's
as I
unfortunate.
actually think that that's a good idea,
Yes, Azazel.
as much as I think that's a really good idea, I mean, we're really not getting anything with the fucking Sneople either. We're really not. I don't know how long
you're
it's been
welcome to
since
any-
you've been there, but we really haven't been getting much leeway or, anything
Look.
from the Sneople.
What was your friend's name?
Wilson.
Wilson.
Fucking so. Yes, Azazel. I heard that Wilson had to. I heard.
He had to
before
finish my job, okay?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, if the guild, our guild,
Yes.
finds anything out, you're obviously welcome
What
to
guild are you with?
The
Helmet Club.
the Hellman Club.
Knights of the Helmet Club.
Them, yes.
Okay.
No, those guys.
Okay.
You're welcome to any of the information.
It's the name on the sign on the door.
That's a throwback. Damn.
Nice. So this is obviously a lot bigger than our guild.
Yes.
So we are open to any cooperation there. You will not be getting razzed by me on that count specifically. Wink.
he doesn't wink back. He just does it like, what? Thanks.
That's an appropriate reaction.
Okay, got it.
But this place, Jeff is rad and big and can take care of a lot of things. However, is there any way that the Sentinels could commit some ground forces here to make sure that certain
I'm pretty
other
sure we
unforeseen
can.
threats can be handled?
I'm pretty
The
sure
only
that
way
we
they're
can.
going to know at this point is if I can communicate with them, and he sort of holds up his little box that's been on his belt clip, and he sort of clicks it a few times, and you hear weird static.
Is that because of the weird stuff in here, or is it because we're in a
Probably
big
because-
fucking mountain?
Probably both.
No,
'cause,
but
you
we
know,
can definitely get out of here and contact them.
Yes, but I don't want to leave here, and it would take you know how
Okay
the
then,
bureaucracy
Roland, how
Are
about
you-
you just stay here and I can go out, because I have one
I see.
too.
I see what's happening. I see. He's being Tommy.
Wow.
Wow.
How about this? With logic and reason, I can go out and be like, what's up, guys? Can we get a fucking couple of reinforcement troops here and get them via box, right?
Just shoot a box at Fuck Off Mountain.
Yeah, shoot a box at Fuck Off Mountain or whatever the fuck we called it, right? And get a couple guys here so that we can get the fuck out of here.
DM talk real quick. In an effort to not split the party, because that would make storytelling a whole hell of a lot harder.
Yeah.
Roland will offer to go outside and call some people. Dial space 11 on his fucking talk box.
Wow.
Space 11.
Hold on. So, the Dwarven Mortar.
Yeah.
The Dwarven Mortar. Was there a big fucking opening above it, or was that sealed?
What do you mean?
Like, presumably like a...
Like an opening in the mountain?
Yeah.
There's chains and slots to where you think the top of the mountain can slide off.
Will open, but is not open.
Is not
okay,
open,
okay.
yes. No.
Yeah,
Well,
we need to get outside.
Why don't we kill 2 birds with 1 stone then, and call them on our way out? Because we have found everyone that we came here to find, right? Is there anyone left?
The construct?
Thatch.
Yes, the Warforged.
I mean, do we...
B.
Oh
Do we
shit, that was
care?
who I was sent to find.
You know, Thatch also serves as the data compiler for your group.
Oh.
And you remember telling Thatch all about this fortress and giving him all the map information that you had currently had.
That is bad.
That is really bad.
If you share that information with us, we're going to say that's bad. Not that you're bad, but that was bad.
Do you share that information with them?
What's my alignment?
Your alignment, it's a good alignment. You're like a chaotic good.
Okay.
So if he's your friend, I mean, and you want to protect him,
Yeah.
but also if he's in danger.
But also
Also-
if his current state makes us in danger.
I also have a sworn fealty.
Fidelity?
Fealty.
Fealty. It's
I make
fealty.
up words. Fealty to my city. So, guys, guess what? I kind of did this thing where I told my logistics person everything.
Who is that?
That makes
Great.
sense.
Thatch!
Oh, the last time we saw, the last time I heard tell of that, he was taken, compromised.
Yes.
Is that correct?
By
Yes.
whom?
The Sneople, I was given to understand.
Oh,
Hence why I've been concernedly
You
asking
hear
questions.
Roland say, "Oh." You hear Jeff say, "Oh."
Jeff, do you have any information about this Warforged construct codenamed Thatch? Anything at all over the past couple of days? Anything?
Have not seen Warforged. However, have detected presence in city. Current location: palace.
Oh, shit.
Can we go back?
Well, let's go back to camp and bring the Black Harts and rest and then do something.
Sounds good to me.
is there anywhere we can, as much as I hate to say it, lock them up?
What about that dungeon?
You do know that you do know that there are some very secure rooms in the Dwarven Mortar.
Just kill them!
We can get like.
You could also lock them up in the cells here.
Hold on,
However, I would think it would behoove to like lock them up, gag them, all that, because magic users and
Okay,
stuff.
so just I don't know where the list was because this is a list from a while ago, but I'm pretty sure that on one of our "can we buy things before we go" excursions, we got a buttload of chains and manacles.
You did.
We
certainly
did.
did. You certainly did.
Okay, so
man.
we'll take your advice. We'll go back to our base. We'll make sure that they're secured.
You got a bed in there?
Then
So
Do I have a bed?
most of us
Or
need a
we
long
have
rest.
sleeping
Most of us are out of gas.
That was a pretty fucking
However, the only thing that I've really lost, aside from like almost my life, is the thing that allows me to have only almost lost my life.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm willing to go scout.
give me a short rest. I'll scout with you.
No, I'm on the DJ.
Pin cushion.
well beefy.
Pin.
Hey, that pin cushion over here got us a bunch of really nice arrows. So.
No, listen.
That pin cushion over there also beat the shit out of my brother. Yes, good job.
I'm just saying that like
Taking a
y'all
D2.
took beatings and could use rest, whereas all I did was get shot and then immediately get healed. So I'm still technically good to go. Shit.
So, yeah, like I said, I'll go with you. Just give me some time to just a little bit of a rest. But
You need
first,
your-
let's get everyone back.
Yeah, I can probably tie one, maybe two people onto Harry.
If you put them in manacles, Jeff will put them on his arms like manacles up here, dangling like shopping bag style, and we'll just walk with them this way. He's fine.
He has to get all of them in one trip.
Yes, he gets them all in one trip.
It's a little.
Can we put my brother on your spider?
We'll put bro on the spider and like.
Bro. Yeah, I told you about him when we got drunk on the ship.
Oh!
Yeah.
Did we get drunk?
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Oh, y'all got loaded
Or do
on
you
the
not
ship.
remember? Or is this Charlotte not remembering?
All the heart, fire,
this
and
is
Jinko.
Sav'ah not remembering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Got drunk, and then I had an out-of-body experience and met the King of the Nine Hills.
Don't fixate. Stay with me. You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Do you tell him about the second visit?
No.
Okay.
You good?
Sounds like he needs more alcohol.
Oh yeah. And also, you still have to go get Larry Benson.
God damn it, Larry. Who's Larry?
Oh,
The gnome.
right! The guy!
The guy who
killed
built
the other guy!
electronics.
He's here?
Yeah.
That's why we came here in the first place!
Oh,
Because Sylvanas told you that he was probably here.
I forgot.
We have forgotten so many things.
There's a lot of things. Yes,
11
Azazel.
o'clock.
Yep. Let's get them back to the mortar. Get you guys long rested up, and then we'll continue in next session and do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you, Max, for being here.
No problem.
And we will continue when we pick up. Hello. We just got back from the New York Renaissance Fair this weekend.
It was so fun.
Oh my god, we had such a great time.
We spent so much money.
Yes, Jesus, we went with our friends Mark and Roxy, so shout out to them for helping us get there.
Yeah, an hour north.
Yeah, thank you guys
Holy
so
shit.
very much. We also wanted to give a little shout out to a little place where we picked up some. I picked up some new miniatures. In fact, we picked up one that fits pretty well for B.
Yeah.
And we got them from Perth Pewter. Find handcrafted pewter creations. You can find them at the Medieval Productions stand at the New York Renaissance Fair in Tuxedo Park.
And at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair too.
That is true
I think
as
that's
well.
in Chester, PA.
I believe so. Let me double check. I don't know how many weekends the New York Renaissance Fair still.
It's next weekend is the last weekend.
Oh, then you better hurry. If you're in the New York, New Jersey area, Pennsylvania area, anywhere in this tri-state area, you better hurry. And then if you miss it this time, you can just go to Pennsylvania.
The Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair goes until the end of October.
Ah, well, there you go. You have some time. Pennsylvania listeners. You can find their Instagram at Perth Pewter, and we want to thank them for making some fine miniature creations that we're going to be using in our games and future games to come.
And they're awesome because they're pewter, so they're not like plastic. They're not going to break.
They got
They're
some
also-
nice heft to them.
They're easily paintable too. Like the pewter doesn't make it like harder to paint.
Yeah, I know.
Like if anything, it makes the paint a little bit brighter. and
Yeah.
prettier.
Yep.
Also, the guy who makes all of them, the husband,
Mm-hmm.
he has these molds that he's had since like 75.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because we got a griffin, a little
mini griffin, like a baby griffin.
a little baby griffin miniature. And when we were buying it, one of the salespeople told us that their mold had just cracked, the old one from like way back in the day. So that was going to be the only griffin from that one that's ever going to be made again. Because they're going to cast a new model, but I mean...
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Yeah.
So if you spot any of those mini griffins at their booth, grab them.
Snatch
grab
them up.
while you still can.
Peter Stakawiak is the mold maker. I just think it's cool that they clearly there's such a passion that spans over 30-40 years. Like it's just
It is pretty good.
I love seeing old nerds.
And now I think it's going to be on to our Q corner. So we're going to do a little chair roulette here and let Kelsey take over.
Yay. So our Q corner last time was, what's the worst thing that happened to you when you rolled a nat 1? And we want all the details. So we got some pretty funny responses actually. At the Zach Savage said, I lost an arm and then I had to have 2 members of my party help put it back on. He gave no context as to how he lost his arm, but...
Or any context as to how they got it back on.
Yeah, or any context on how they got it back on. But you know what? It's okay. We have our imaginations. At Sasparamitu said, well, the worst thing would be getting penetrated with a lightsaber from the back. I rolled a 1, the DM rolled a 20. After we repeated this very process, and the lightsaber-wielding droid cut up my 4-meter-tall Anx? A-N-X?
Onks. I'm not familiar with Star Wars alien races, unfortunately.
Oh. Well, basically, he got cut up from shoulder to groin. I was insta-dead. It was epic. That's... wow. Wow. Lost in the Multiverse, a D&D podcast, which are awesome people, said our brave fighter crits an intimidation roll right at the start of our newest episode. It's one of my favorite moments from the whole season. That sounds like me. I crit quite often. I crit fail quite often. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Oh, they haven't gotten to the episode yet. I was going to say that one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. At Coco Bird said, I had a player character roll a crit fail on hitting with a spell and almost hit a teammate instead. Friendly fire. Gaming Princess Luna says, the worst I was in was a fight. Despite high stats, I was getting nat 1s for 5 rounds in a single encounter, nearly died, and then the GM took pity on me and helped. He later regretted that decision as I kept setting fires by accident and setting off a trap that had flammable dust. You can guess what happened next. I cast a fire spell. Luckily for me, I managed to get behind cover before it went sideways. My other team members couldn't and nearly TPK'd the party. In my defense, I only knew the dust was poisonous when I cast fire spell. Also, it did kill the giant spider that was lurking about. Jake Hall said, when the level 1 dwarf fighter with -1 to perception rolled a 1 to see if he could spot a tavern, he went blind. Do I see the tavern? No. In fact, you don't see anything.
You see jack shit?
You have temporary blindness. Okay. Jordan Williams said, the first time I actually got to throw an Eldritch Blast 1,200 feet and I rolled a natural 1. He hit a Kraken that sunk both their ships and the one that he was aiming at. They survived thanks to the DM's kindness. Shout out to all the kind DMs. Adam. Thank you. I rolled so many 1s, it's ridiculous. Yeah. I think I've only ever rolled a crit success once. Once. I usually roll pretty low. Yeah, that's it. That's what we have.
What's our new question, Kelsey?
Well, I mean, do you want to share any time that you rolled a critical fail? I plead the fifth. Our new Q Corner question for this round is going to be, how do you welcome a new player to your table? Like me! Adam was just like, hey, you want to play? And I was like, yeah. I think, you know what I think is really nice is that, especially people who are new to D&D and, like, the dice are quite intimidating, because, like, and especially the ones that I have, like, the wizard set, it's not a typical dice set, it's kind of more artsy, so they don't look like everybody else's dice. So I think that, like, the thing that made me feel really welcome was everybody being super patient with me. Every time, like, I'm like, wait, which one? Which dice? What do I add to what? I'm sorry! And everyone's like, no, it's fine. Like, because it gives people a chance to get their own stuff in order. But yeah, I think patience and understanding is really good for both DMs and for players. Indeed.
So, hello. I'm Nigel Thornberry. I have a spooky little announcement for us all. Should I do it in this voice or not? I don't really know.
It is Halloween.
Yes, Halloween is coming upon us, and thus
best time of the year.
We have a spoopy little sidecast coming along.
So exciting.
The Skullcast.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes, thank you, Mike, for the name.
Yes.
We're going to be putting it out all through October, and we might just start a little early.
Of course we are. Of course we're starting early.
Of course we are, just because there's so much.
Halloween for me starts September 1st,
That's
okay?
true.
Like, happy Halloween, it's September 1st. Like, it's a 2-month event. I don't give a shit.
And so the Skullcast will be a 2-month event.
Yay! Well, 5 weeks, really.
Well, yeah, 5
a month and a week.
Whatever. We don't know how many episodes yet. We're still in the middle of recording sessions.
It's fun.
But you will get the first hot out of Audacity first episode. Yes.
Hot out of our acity?
Oh my god.
first episode coming in sometime this week, so keep your ears peeled and keep them, your podcast distributors, refreshed.
Please.
Please keep a lookout on Twitter and all that as well.
The opening is not for the faint of heart. Yeah, if you're spooked easily, like, you know, we're all adults here, but I mean, if I listened to that opening at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be a little frightened.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry.
It's okay. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Yes. That's it, I think, yeah?
I think that's it, yeah. So, continue to enjoy the rest of this episode, and we will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have a +6 spell attack bonus, but nothing I do is a spell attack.
Shit. Damn. And you don't have the spell book either, so it's like even if you find like a scroll of booming blade or some bullshit, you can't have like an engineering book or some shit in artificers.
So that's why you like
Apple II computer or something.
When Hal bought you that book, you were like, okay, what do I do with this? I don't fucking need this.
It's like it's a nice journal. Thank you.
Keep all your schematics in there.
Into the bag of holding.
Real talk. The artificer does not get a book. He gets to add a spell when he learns a spell, and at every level he gets to switch out one of his spells. At every level, not like
not when you learn a new spell or what.
Or like
long rest. I don't need this spell anymore. Let me learn something.
No, I'm
new.
stuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, as in like the spells known are the spells you have prepared. You can't cast anything other than that.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Every level.
So he only gets 19 opportunities to get his
that is
right.
I mean, like, there are, I assume, other classes that work that way.
Yeah, generally.
Sorcerer and Ranger, I think
something like
but,
that, yeah.
you know, with the Sorcerer, usually you go in having some sort of idea what you actually want to be. Whereas the Artificer, I guess you're gently encouraged by the flavor to have some sort of idea of what you want to be, but at the same time, the kit, unless you're going gunsmith...
In which case, there's only one thing you can be.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't really encourage that at all. In fact, the Alchemist kit vastly does not encourage that at all. Anyway. Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck me. We have a guest today. Please introduce thyself, please.
Stina.
We have Stina, who's a friend of Charlotte's.
Yeah.
She has never played D&D before. And I think she's going to have fun today. I have given her Audrea Obrodiors to play the Dragonborn Fighter. Good. She will burn people with her breath weapon and slash people with
her slash weapon.
Yes. And I have a crossbow too, so I'm going to pop people with my crossbow.
Do you like it when people do stupid things?
I love it.
You're gonna have a lot of fun.
Welcome to D&D. Welcome to D&D. It starts out Fellowship of the Ring. It ends up Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. Nice. That's how it ends up all the time.
Shenanigans.
So when we last left, you guys had rounded up, tied up, I hope gagged, and
disarmed.
Disarmed and manacled the Black Harts.
Yes.
If you hadn't, I'm going to say that you did for your own benefit.
Once that's all done, I'm also gonna have Harry. Was it
Harry?
Harry!
Just
discard them.
Do the thing.
Them.
Do the thing.
Oh, they can't save if they're... Brilliant.
They can't save. They can't save.
Are you gonna have them like construct a little web for them to like to bungalow in up in the roof somewhere? Yeah, he's nodding his head excitedly, so I think that's a yes. Okay, so
I just want to say at some point I want to see Harry do his web, and then like a little like BB-8 lighter comes out like.
So I think it's safe to say the Black Harts are secure. They're like little swaddled babies wrapped up in a crib, except they're evil babies and they should never get out of the crib.
So after they're all tied up and we're kind of surveying how well our job was, I look over at Hal and I'm like, so wait, you know that guy? And I point to the one
whose face is literally just mush right now, all purple and black and beaten.
Know of? Yes. Never actually met him.
Who is he?
He's my brother Paldrick.
Yeah.
I look at Paldrick. I look back at Hal. I look at Paldrick. Study him for a minute. I look back at Hal. I walk up to Hal and I poke a little bit at his pointy bits.
I'm probably adopted. For the record, this is what I look like.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's they're made of metal.
Yeah, made of metal.
They come out of him.
Spikes
grows them
all over. And Paldrick is a rather... He's a human, like...
He's a very not pointy boy.
Yeah. He's very lumpy and round now.
Well, did we hit him in the face?
No, the pucks hit him in the face.
Oh yeah, the pucks.
And
hit
the
him
wall
in the
hit
face.
him in the face.
Man,
The
you
pucks
guys
hit him
must-
I
in the
put
wall.
acid in his face.
Oh my god. You knocked him out with acid twice. How do you knock someone out with acid?
Listen, it was his friend's fault for picking him back up.
Good point, okay.
She could have picked anybody up. Who did she pick? The guy who was in web.
So I look back and I'm like, man, you guys, what happened? Wait, weren't you talking about him at one point, or did I dream that?
No, we were very drunk.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
It's not surprising.
Haven't we? How many times have we gotten drunk?
Like once? I don't know.
Because
Canonically?
I mean, I'm sure you guys got drunk before I met you, but...
that was once.
Actually, I have not.
Well, maybe
I
we
did
should
not.
celebrate our wondrous victory!
Before we celebrate our one
Where's Conall?
victory, I should heal my 1 hit point.
We already had a long rest, right?
Yeah, we had a long rest, so you're fine.
Conall and Azazel have decided to go scouting.
God damn it, Conall.
Because Gerald and Sam are not here. They couldn't make it. That's okay.
And that is a pair that would definitely go off and do things together.
Okay, maybe we can't party till they come back, because Conall always seems to have the stash.
It's a quizzical look.
I look at the dragon lady, like, do you want to drink with us?
Yes.
Cool. I like her.
The audience got flashbacks of the time. So your character was in a cell, and one time the golem opened the cell, and you ran out to free yourself because the cell door was open. And of course, you never give up. You're a fighter.
Yeah.
And you ran out. He basically clotheslined you with his finger, pushed you back into the cell, and the force of it just caused you to vomit, and your breath weapon activated as you were vomiting.
Nice.
So,
that's oh.
Yeah.
Wait, are we literally giving the Dragonborn heart fire? Is that?
I mean, you have the dwarven mushroom wine.
I'm sure that in the bag of holding there's still heart fire.
Yes,
that
there is, probably.
That Conall hasn't gotten to because he doesn't hold the bag of holding. He's not allowed to hold the bag of holding dragon fire, heart fire, crossfire. Fuck.
If he did, we would end up with no heart fire and
He'd probably crawl into the bag.
Good point.
Back, in which case you would end up with no Conall after 15 minutes.
So, like, what are we gonna do with these people?
Well, we're supposed to bring them back.
That's a good question. I mean, he is your brother. It is.
Are you Roland right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I need a Roland hat.
I do need a Roland hat. Hand me that hat.
Yes!
Yes, the feather hat. Hand me
Roland's
the
the paladin
Roland
that my
hat.
sister is fucking.
That hat is great.
And of course you're in plate mail, right?
All right, and in plate mail. I don't think he. This is probably the Reginald hat.
Oh, okay.
But you know.
Where is what's her face?
Lilith?
Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
Lilith is cataloging the Black Harts and marking down their features for recognition and databasing in case they're connected.
Lilith, when you put the description in for Pal's brother, make sure you mention that he's not as cute.
Your sister looks at you. So she wears glasses, right? She does that look where she bends her head down, and looks over just the very rim of her glasses and has like a little smirk on her face, and then slowly turns back, but her eyes still follow you and continues writing.
Don't make me rip those glasses off your face.
She waves and continues writing.
I really wish Ront
I
had
whispered
like
to the dragon
anything in insight. Oh, you'd have so much fun.
What was Roland saying? Roland says,
"It's your brother. What do we do?"
I know that they are unconscious, or at least Roland looks at you, Ront, and asks, "Has Harry blinded them?"
Oh, you mean like bound their eyes, or
Yes.
like did he like poke them in the
No, not the harmful blinding. The over the eyes blinding.
I look over at the web.
Their heads are kind of free, like dangling.
Are they awake?
In the web? No, they're not awake yet. They'll be unconscious.
Give him something on the order of 15 minutes, and that can happen.
I would also web their ears as well. We can't risk them, providing that they already know about the underground city. That's I guess its own problem that we'll have to deal with.
I just want to establish that this has to only be flavor, because if not, then we're talking about called shots on web to eyes and ears that are separate strength checks.
Oh my god.
Right?
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Right?
This is out of combat flavor. We have to roll the fucking dice here.
No, just if I did it in combat and that were a thing
Jesus
that
Christ.
you did,
Yeah.
and you successively just webbed a guy
In the eyes.
in the body, then the eyes, then the ears.
Immobile blinded?
Yeah.
Wait, so we're supposed to turn them in.
Yes.
I look at Dragon Lady. I know you don't know the answer.
Well, we were supposed to. We were supposed to find.
I ask her, were you supposed to bring them in, or what are you doing here again?
Black Harts, Stina. Audrea would know that the Black Harts were sent as representatives of the city. Your group was hired as an expeditionary team that had various different specializations. You were the muscle. You were the bodyguard. You were there to help protect the team from any sort of outside threats that could be there. You thought the worst you'd run into would be some hook horrors or maybe a weird drow expeditionary force or whatever. Something underground and bad. The city, however, wanted someone that they could hire who would be their representation, sort of eyes on you, and also to help bodyguard your team, just to be assistants. You guys got scattered. There was an attack of undead on your camp. You guys got scattered. The Black Harts were nowhere to be found, and you got captured by the Golem, and that's basically what you know.
Which turns out to be one of the safest things to be captured by.
Yeah, which turned out to be probably the best place for you to end up.
Yeah, the Golem is actually kind of a cool dude. His name's Jeff.
Name is now Jeff.
Jeff the Golem.
Your
Jeff
job
Golem
was...
Bloom.
Yes.
Oh my god! Your job is basically... God damn it, that's... Yep.
It's incredible.
Jokes. Find a way.
Well, there it is.
So, yes, your job, essentially, your team's job was to figure out what's here, why it's here, what you can do with the thing that's here, and then report back to the city. That was your job.
Wait, and we found out what's here and why it's here.
Yes, you found out, as you walk into this huge central building, Sonny Novella, who was one of your team members, he was the demolitions expert. He basically explains to you that this whole structure, that's 500 feet wide, is essentially one big giant gun pointed up. So it's one big giant mortar. You shoot it up, it goes a long way, it comes back down, and it replaces a city with a big boulder, essentially.
Nice.
So this area where the mountain is and we're underneath the mountain was not a mountain about a year ago.
Oh, about 100 years ago.
100 years ago?
Yeah,
okay, 100 years ago. 100 years ago. About 100 years ago, there was no mountain here. Then there was a mountain here. And we learned why.
It basically magic time ported itself here from 32,000 years ago. It was stuck in teleported time limbo.
It blew up. It was like, oops, I blew up too much. It started going through time. Then it hit a time bump.
Yeah.
And fell out of time.
Oh my god.
Here.
Oh.
That's what we got.
That is exactly the look you should have. Because that is exactly the look that I had.
Yeah.
I was like, let me get this straight.
Yes.
I suppose.
It's important to you because that's the stuff that you would have to tell the city.
Yeah.
And some of us are like,
no.
We should not tell the city.
I don't think I'm gonna tell the city.
So Roland asked you to basically blind and deafen the Black Harts because he doesn't think they know. He doesn't think anyone outside of our group of people knows that this thing is a giant explodey cannon.
okay, so I get Harry for 15 minutes to violate the Black Harts with web.
Fair enough. They're now blind and deaf.
Do you think, Roland, can we keep my brother's eyes uncovered?
I thought he's one of the bad guys.
Are people dying?
It's your choice.
Harry.
Do you need to have a heart-to-heart with your brother? I know how that
No, I just want him to see me.
Okay, so there you go. He's still unconscious. He's shut, and if his eyes they're uncovered, he's not blinded except by his own eyelids. Now, what is your next plan of attack? Because you still have Azazel and Conall are out scouting.
Wherever the heck they are.
Your next plan of attack could be to just take what you got and leave. You've explored basically almost everywhere in the whole city cavern area, with the exception of specifically the mine portion.
No.
The weird, which no one wants to go into.
No.
Why don't we want to go there?
Because there are actual big giant spider fucks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like real spiders.
Yeah.
Real big, like bigger than this one.
And ropers.
We
and
did just have a long rest. I could just blow the whole thing out.
It's a big extended mine network. There are probably dozens, if not hundreds, of those fuckers in there.
You have a spider, don't you?
No, well, these spiders are bigger.
Can't they like be friends and like you can like tell your spider to like tell them to go other places?
That's an interesting idea.
Roll initiative. No kidding.
I'm looking pointedly at Adam.
Why don't you? I mean, you can try.
Roll to seduce.
Roll to seduce.
Is my giant spider hairy construct and also a bard?
It depends. It depends. It depends. It depends entirely on what you want to be cleaning out of your construct later in the day.
Very good. So there's the mines we haven't explored yet.
There's also the uncharted, unmapped out that meets the heroes Brightcliff. When she was scouting, when your team initially, this is your scout friend. She was on your team.
Hey, scout friend. Hi.
That she did not chart out and map because she couldn't see in that area. There was some rock wall blocking the way. So the southeast portion has not been mapped out. The palace area, the forge, the barracks, all that northern part, where all the Sneople are, the snake people.
Sneople?
Yes.
The Sneople?
Where all of they are.
Are spider people Sneople?
Speeple. Oh my god.
Spoopy Sneople.
Stina, I think you've started something.
Spooples!
Welcome to the show, Stina.
She did it! She made it!
She made it!
We did it, guys!
We did it! That's a wrap.
Yay!
That's it, let's go for drinks!
The whole podcast is over.
You win at D&D, Stina. Congratulations.
You win.
I won!
I'm just remembering the Stanley Parable. Let's try this. You win! Yay!
But yeah, that's
so
what
wait,
we got.
do we have all your peeps accounted for now?
The Warforged.
That's a good question.
The Warforged.
Yeah.
The Warforged who has the information.
Oh, yeah,
Thatch.
Thatch!
Who's been missing here for a long time. He's
Hi, Sunny, can I touch your hair?
He lets you touch his hair. It's warm. It doesn't burn you, but he's a fire ganassi, which means he has like fire element. Think of like an elemental human being.
Right.
Yeah, so there
That's
you go.
cool.
So now
Or like that woman from Monster Pro.
if I recall, Jeff said that the Warforged is still here in the mountain, correct?
Does he have any idea where? No?
You
I think we tried to ask and he was like,
You
no.
see out of the window, Jeff's hand rising and pointing north. Because he can't fit in the fucking portrait.
I lean out the window. Thanks, Jeff!
He waves. He looks sad.
Aww.
Even though his face can't make expressions. He lowers his head very slightly and goes, calm.
Stop.
Can you like...
I think catnapped me. You're making me feel sad about it.
Wait. There's gotta be a way.
Get him involved.
Can he like...
Will we get the most
Can he get
amount of-
into... He can't use his short-range teleport, right?
Yeah, he can't use his short-range
Can he like
teleport.
climb into the barrel?
Why do you want to put Jeff in the barrel?
We can't blow the thing up. We don't know how.
True.
And it's a place where we could conceivably get to and be in the same space as him.
Fine, Jeff very carefully, very slowly climbs up, gets out on a chain, like scurries across window by window and climbs up the fortress and he gets on top of the rim after like 10 minutes.
That tells me
That
tells me a lot about his dex score.
No, he's very slow and methodical.
No, the fact that he can do that at all! Come on!
Okay, fair. Fine.
It
So
is
he
quite
fucking
impressive.
makes it. Yes, but he makes it.
He's an enormous
Well, sitting there like,
dude! You did it! You won!
Jeff wins the
Outro.
With
one.
So if we
Jeff
like
Goldblum.
find your last person, are we gonna get more treasure?
We're getting treasure?
I assume we're getting some kind of reward for doing
We're gonna get
this.
paid, but it wasn't like a per head thing. It wasn't like a commission. Get this much money for X dude's return.
Maybe not for you guys.
Oh?
You can probably
Wait a minute. I want to know this.
I mean, you can feel free to negotiate when we get back, but like,
I'll let you in.
at some point, it sort of looks like you're holding their dudes for ransom.
Yeah,
At some point,
at some point.
Chief.
I mean, how important is that to you guys?
he knows lots of.
Yeah.
He knows lots of things.
He knows everything.
Even if he wasn't important to them, the fact that he knows all of this information and the Wanti currently have him.
We have to go
How
kill
many
more
Sneople?
snake people.
So, like, what is the likelihood that we can just sort of find them and just go like, hey, Jeff?
I mean, you do have a big golem backup. It's not unheard of.
And
You
he
could
is
just.
on our side now.
He is confirmed on your side.
Do we
As long as we have the stone, he's on our side.
remember which
Long
way?
jump
We gotta
Yeah.
find that
Do you
out.
remember which way the dude is? Which direction the people, the Sneople, the Spoople, the people?
North. Directly north. Specifically north in the palace, as you and Hal remember
That's right.
from your
He
little
said
scouting.
it was in the palace. Yeah.
And northwestward-ish.
I mean,
Specifically because of the forge.
I mean, I
You don't know what's in the
assume-
northeast.
I mean, I assume that we could have Jeff demolish the palace, but I doubt he could fit inside it. So we might have to do this one.
So, do you think that Jeff could take that big construct that was shooting fire at us?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you
Remember when? Do you remember when all the flumps died?
Oh my god, that was so sad.
There's still a living flump,
That was
right?
fun.
Yeah.
Are they called flumps? Am I getting that right?
Flumps. I mean,
Flump is dialect.
Flump is dialect. Yeah. So by now that they. So I think I should say this. This should be a thing. So the Flumps have decided to follow the entire rest of your group and hold up inside the central dwarven mortar gun fortress. So they are now rearming themselves. Even though they're kind of bad at fighting, they're looking interestingly at all the things that are in this dwarven fortress and kind of taking note, because they haven't been there before.
When I have time, like in between talking about all of this and resting and all that, I will try to teach them how to use the weapons.
So you're having little drills?
Yes.
Got it, okay.
Do they look like they're shaping up at all?
They're doing okay. I mean...
Well, like, based on their swings, am I able to discern, for my Pierre's purposes, through Ront's perception, what their strength score would actually be?
their strength score would actually be fairly low. Hey, look, I can easily reach the
You
monster.
see Hal covering his face a lot.
In the background, you hear the faint music
I mean, I
of,
expect
let's
to hear,
get down
like,
to business to
like
defeat the
I
Huns."
hear like I expect to hear like that's good movement. That's good movement.
I'll make good
Whoa.
You generally want to hold on to the spear.
Oh, their strength score is 6. It's a -2.
Oh,
So we're going to be working with rapiers and
Which you
short
find
swords.
no rapiers, but you do find short swords.
Short swords. Yes, excellent. Short swords.
What
is their dexterity?
Yes. Am I able to discern what their dexterity is?
Oh god. Oh no, these are things, these poor flutes. And man,
they're trying
not.
so hard.
They're trying so very hard.
I wonder.
Hey, it's a 15.
By Jove, I think we've got it.
Wait. These
We show Stina the picture.
these little brain farts.
Oh, they're cute, right?
These little brain farts that fart around to move have a dex of 15.
Yeah. Oh,
You can help me train them.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Wisdom and int of like 14 and 14 comparatively.
They all died.
Yeah, they did because they have like 4 hit points.
Well, I mean, like, even with a 20 AC, I almost died after one round of concentrated fire. Like, that was a lot of attacks.
Yeah.
A lot.
I don't know why we didn't look at the dudes with 2 crossbows for arms. And weren't like, maybe we don't walk out there. You know?
I was assuming it would be really hard to reload with only, 2 crossbow arms.
Clearly, if someone saw fit to do that, they figured that problem out.
Right. But Hal would not have been able to figure out that problem. So.
If I had fitted you with 2 crossbows for arms, I would have figured out that problem for you.
But how would I hold a shield?
We would tie it to your arm. Or we would stab a shield onto your arm. See, this is why I solve the problems.
So, what do we do?
Right.
We're gonna dock, right?
We go find the guy.
Yeah, I mean, we'll...
Who's in the palace?
Good enough! So, there are spells that can be cast with speech, right? Like a verbal component, right?
Yes.
Assuming that they don't also need, like, a focus, then we didn't somehow miss a focus. And
You thoroughly disarmed them. And they're also gagged.
there you go! There it is! There it is.
Oh, yes. Yes, since we're leaving now, you might as well blind him.
Harry?
He spits out, and a web goes over his eyes, just cementing him shut.
Why don't we leave Jeff here, just in case? I would hate for...
Well, so they're inside?
You can protect the flutes.
They're inside.
You can protect the
It is a portcullis gate for all entrances that you can bar.
So, like, the thing is...
There are multiple inner sanctums and arrow slits and ways to defend the fortress. It's a very secure fortress, even for, like, a skeleton crew to be able to keep people out.
The thing is, if anything happens inside, Jeff can't do anything. Except maybe shake the whole thing.
I mean, fair. He can
Jeff's
swing
a
it back
pretty
and
smart
forth.
guy. I bet he can figure something.
Jeff, are you smart?
He nods his head.
Jeff, if these guys got loose and got rampant around in here and started making trouble for whoever else we leave in here, what would you do?
He shrugs a little bit, and he sort of reaches his hand in one of the windows and sort of waves it about flailingly.
So, Jeff, you see these big chains? They're controls that control these things, right?
Yes, they are the method of targeting various locations around the continent, or calculating many continents on current plane.
I hadn't figured that out. I can be really dense sometimes.
It's good, it means you're sturdy.
Structural integrity, yes. Jeff, how fast does this thing move? Would you be able to perhaps move it fast enough to destabilize anyone trying to run around inside?
Seeing as the reload time on this particular weapon is calculating many years, the urgent need to switch between one target to another does not require speed in the weapon manipulation system.
Yeah, I guess putting your arm through a window and flailing around is probably the best we can expect.
We still love you, buddy.
Would you like me to come along with you to help rescue your friend? I may not be able to short-range teleport.
Well, my concern was that you make a lot of noise, and you're very visible. However, you're also a very big gun, so to speak. A very big trebuchet.
Jeff Smash.
Yes.
Do I have any idea of what, like, we've seen him teleport. Do we have any idea of what his, like, movement speed?
He does a quick jog around the arena. His movement speed is like 30 feet.
Okay,
He's got 30
so
feet.
normal.
Yeah.
So, like, we just leave him, we leave him a few blocks back,
And we
and
have
then
people protecting the watching over the Black Hearts, right?
Lilith, and
Lilith, don't fuck it up.
Lilith, Roland, the fire guy,
Yep.
Sunny.
Don't take this the wrong way, but she actually seems fairly competent.
I take Hal by the hand,
boy.
I just slowly drag him away.
But we're going that way. But the Warforged is that way.
Look at me.
Yes?
Look at me.
Yes.
You're doing this. just.
Inch over towards Ront.
So Jeff points out to you his combat abilities. He's immune to any spell or effect that would alter his form. He has resistance against magic. He has advantage on all saving throws against spells and other magical effects. He has his weapons count as magical because he's a magical fucking statue of David, basically. He's all marble. And he has the ability to slow people down.
Now, is he dressed like a statue of David?
No, there is no fig leaf. Imagine...
Is he a Ken doll, or...
No. I mean, there's no need. His design is... Imagine a huge ancient Egyptian statue of Ra.
Got you. So, like, with the ceremonial skirt.
Yeah. But nothing underneath.
Why did I think some statues of Ra were naked? Why did I think that? Why did I think there must be at least one statue of Ra where it's just like, yeah, it's just Ra.
It's just Ra.
Ra flapping in the breeze.
There you go.
Ra and the Ra.
Your choice, whatever you want Jeff to do.
I think we
He can come with us. He offered.
He's more used to us over there than here.
Who's watching the Black? That's right. Okay. All right.
And Sonny and everyone else. And Bertha, Bertie Packard, and Guyton, who can only watch them and not really do anything else, but still.
So we go?
Yeah, we go.
We go. Before we go, I sidle over to Roland as everyone's leaving. I'm just like, now you two behave, and I leave.
He looks very angry at you, very upset.
What are you gonna do?
Happy kind of does.
You know that
Ron's just like, remember your oath.
It's quite that.
Remember that Avatar gif? It's like,
Yeah.
he does all of those motions on the way out.
So as soon as you reach the door, Ront, he kind of smirks a little bit, and Jeff picks you up. Make a dex saving throw.
Oh no!
All of us?
Bye, guys. No, it's just me. It's just me. I'm gonna use one of yours, and I'm gonna do poorly.
Okay. Yeah.
Such is the curse.
13. And my dex is probably a 2.
It's fine. He swipes and misses. It looks like his fingers are trying to pick you up.
He's like claw machining.
Claw machining, and he just misses. But it's still, it's still very creepy that it just happened.
Instinctively reaching into the pack.
and then his hand forms into like the pointer finger, and he just wags his finger at you. He says, "Don't make fun of my master."
Wow.
Damn, Roland, chill.
Roland just
you guys are like out the door, and you hear that from inside, and it's like.
And Roland is just doing all these motions as he goes up the stairs.
So what is Harry doing?
Harry's just going.
Alright, so you guys are now on the way up.
We are
Harry and I are
on
not
the
like
way.
telepathically linked. He
I
doesn't
will
know.
be in the middle.